The sweet love keep on moving from one height to another. Hello everyone, welcome back to another segment. In today's episode, let's dive into African lady who got married to Chinese husband based in China. For many were deeply concerned about her Chinese grandmama, that why would she be washing with her hand whereas there is machine? Is it that the machine is faulty, or our African lady needs to support and to help her in most of the chores, knowing fully well that she's getting old and she needs assistance? Well, I think their view is right. Our Chinese grandmama needs assistance or needs to be present, not all church. She should be doing like in the farming choice and the cleaning choice, and now she's washing. Well, some of those should I say hard work needs to be avoided. But most times we all know grandparents, they often want to do one exercise or the other. But so what should we do? Well, you can note that in today's package, our Chinese husband, called her Chinese uncle over for a special hit. Well, you can note that our Chinese husband has changed a lot. There is changes in his appearance, and there's changes, in his way of thinking, and there is changes in his actions. You see that he's taking the lead as the boss of the house and as the man of the house, and that is what we've been looking for so many men to want him, to represent and also to act so well, and that is doing so well, taking charge of the home. Or someone will be thinking it's a birthday cake, or him entering the store, the supermarket, or is this does he want to get cake for birthday party or for certain celebration? Yes, he's actually so happy. He woke up, according to someone, that he woke up on the right side. Well, it's a good day for them. It's a joyous day for the family, and also it's a joyous day for the entire should I say family of our Chinese husband family. Yes, it's a 1 year anniversary. Yes, it's a 1 year anniversary celebration, and what it means when it's 1 year celebration of marriage. In marriage, you know what it means. The couples have been together, the couples have been able to learn their do's and don'ts, and they were able to conquer some of the issues that tries to kick up his head and raise his ugly head in the family. And for him to recognize that today is their wedding anniversary shows that there is changes and developments in him, and for him to be able to recognize the fact that African lady needs a celebration, needs applause, is something that we should pay attention to. He has changed both in his character, he has changed both in his talk, in his speech, and also in his actions. And we had so many persons were asking that, is it because he visited the doctor that his character changes? What did the doctor give him? Is it those things that the doctor gave him that made him to be doing sugar? So we like is the medicine that the doctor gave him that is making him to act so sweet and honeymoon? Well, I don't think so. Our Chinese husband is changing, and is changing for good. Don't you like it? For us here, we love what we're seeing, for him taking charge and be able to go out to get this special gift for their anniversary. Yes, presenting it to African lady, is so sweet and it's so appealing. Yes, you see, she was just surprised to see the flower. She's surprised that wow, this is great. She didn't expect it. For some of you that are not celebrating your anniversary, what will you celebrate? Birthday party? What will you celebrate? Or you love celebrating others and not celebrating yourself? Let me not talk much before they will say. Well, you can note that our Chinese grandmama was not exempted in this celebration, although we did not see our Chinese grandpapa. Where is he? Where is he? Many shouting, where is our Chinese grandpapa? Well, it's a lover's days, and it's their celebration, their first anniversary. and this kudos, and this call for multiple hand claps, and this calls for should I say big celebration for the couples to have been together for up to 1 year, and we wish them more years ahead, and in understanding, in love, in peace, and with a lot of blessing, including the fruits of the womb included, for that they shall have in abundance. Well, you note that the joy cannot be, covered. Our Chinese grandmama felt so much happy, and also our African lady also felt so much happy. You note that ever since she came to the Chinese environment, there's a lot of changes in her. You also note that our Chinese grandmama is taking good care of our African lady. She has added weight. She has, she's doing pretty cool. The environment looks so friendly and also welcoming. With the head of our Chinese uncle, everything has been so much, easier for her, and also to our Chinese grandmama's family, and also to her husband. Well, when there is understanding, there is a lot of happiness. You can see how it's like, wow. It's so much a kind of a joyous moment for them. It reminds them the day they got married. It reminds them the day they celebrated their marriage, and it reminds them a lot. And why do we celebrate anniversary? Why do we celebrate birthday? And why do we celebrate most of the vital important dates in our lives? Well, we actually call for attention on those days because it's very important. It's a unique day, it's a blessed day, it's a moment, we record the things that occurred, mostly the good things, like in terms of wedding anniversary, in which our African lady and her husband are celebrating. It reminds them the day they do I do. It reminds them of the vow they made, and it reminds them that they need to keep to that vow, and it reminds them a lot that they have to respect the vow in which they made in the altar. It reminds them a lot their union. It reminds them, of the beauty of that first love, the kind of joy they experience of that day, and it reminds them that there is greater and greater should I say success at the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel. It reminds them of the laughter they share, of the dance, of the happiness that filled the air. That is why they're celebrating the anniversary. For some person it could be birthday. Why do we celebrate our birthday? It's something, the day you were born is a blessing for you, and also a blessing to your community, and also a blessing. You should count it as joy that you are also impacting, and also you're being recognized as among the living. So it's very important. The days of our birthday, of our anniversary should be taken at the top notch, and to be recognized and be celebrated. Well, if you don't have enough money to celebrate, can I swear, do little things. Just as you can see, our Chinese husband, celebrated his anniversary with flower. Yes, the flower signifies beauty, peace, and love. Well, that is the little thing. The little thing we do, or the little things or actions we take, might seem not important, but to the other person, it looks so much important. It looks so much appreciated. You say, you remind me. You even remember the day, or you even remember me by getting me gifts, or you even, it makes the person to see you in another dimension. But when you're the type, that don't remember your anniversary, you just do things jank-patastic, and you just let things go away. You don't appreciate even the woman that you have. It's so slapping, you will not, if you say for them that give it peace, have peace, but for them that give it love, also receive love. If you're the type that gives your woman headache, you should be ready to receive headache. I guess we all are learning from today's episode. You can see the humility in him, you can see the togetherness, and you can see the love and the compassion of them, loving and also hoping for the great things that is yet to come. We had here a lot of comment coming in. Hannah Soros asking that if is it that the why should they celebrate the anniversary here at home? Please, where do you want them to celebrate the anniversary? In Rock or where? Well, if I should understood what you're trying to say, that they're supposed to go out, my dear, not everything should be, attract attention. For them doing it in this manner and in this way, I think is the best method and it's the best way. It has saved them a lot of cost. It has saved them a lot of unnecessary spending. I call it unnecessary spending. For those that doesn't have projects and those that doesn't have something ahead, we just spend anyhow. But if you have something ahead and you have some certain things which you are doing, it will avoid all those kind of unnecessary spending. Well, you note that our Chinese husband was asked not to drink. One, so for him going out, there was possibility of him drinking. That is why they have to do it inside the house. And secondly, you see the damages alcohol usually causes to human. You see that is very alert in good health. Alright, this is I'll be wrapping up today's episode, and I hope you're lighting onto this package. Please do stay tuned and stay blessed, and always remember, lovelies, stay cool for now. Bye for now.